Welcome to Moments in the Word this afternoon. I would just like to take and stop by to drop a word into your spirit that would help you on your way. And that word is the word of expectancy. And what the word has to say about that, according to the Bible, biblical sense. The principle of expectation in a biblical sense involves having a hopeful anticipation or belief that God will fulfill his promises here in this time. We want to show you a couple of things that would help you along the way in your spiritual journey. And with expectation, prayer with expectation, when you pray, do so with the belief that God hears you and will respond according to Mark 11:24, when Jesus said, "Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe you have received it, and it will be yours." Approaching prayer with confidence that God is able and willing to do what you ask Him to do in action. Another thing that we want to encourage you on is positive confession. Well, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm already to tell you. I'm glad you asked. Speak words of faith and positivity over your life, according to the word of Proverbs 18:21, which says the tongue has the power of life and death. By declaring God's promises and His word and speaking life into your situations, you align your expectations with God's word and for you to be in an atmosphere for Him to perform it. Another thing I'll build on top of that is faith in action. Live out your faith through your actions. James 2:17 reminds us that faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, it's dead. Expect God to work through your efforts and take steps that reflect your trust in Him. Regularly read and meditate on scriptures that reinforces God's promises. This helps build your faith and expectation. For example, Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Surround yourselves with believers, like minded believers. Engage with them according to their faith, and that encourages us as believers, and we support one another. Hebrews 10:24 and 25. It also says the importance of meeting together to encourage or edify one another on toward love and good deeds. Cultivate an attitude of gratitude and praise. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, thanking God in advance for His provision demonstrates your expectancy. Here we want to, as we've always said, and want to encourage and continue to encourage you in with consistency by integrating these practices into you and my life. We can live with a sense of expectancy, trusting that God will fulfill His promises and work in our lives in a powerful way. I'm James Tyler, coming to you live from the Castle Studios, and welcome again to Moments in the Word. God bless.